CTV News at 5 with Marina Moore and Tony Rima with weather.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Marina is off this week. We begin tonight with some sad news from our CTV family. Legendary chief news anchor Lloyd Robertson has died. Lloyd sat at the helm of CTV National News for 35 years, covering some of the biggest stories in history. His more than six-decade career began at a local radio station in his hometown of Stratford, carrying him to become the longest-serving news anchor in North America. Diagnosed with cancer in 2024, Lloyd died at the age of 92. Our thoughts are with his family as we remember a truly remarkable legacy.
Great shock, just a great shock. Great icon in Canadian TV broadcasting. Worked with him sometimes long distance, and just such a gentleman, such a very well-organized, confident purveyor of Canadian news and history, as it was happening many times.
Again, Lloyd was 92 years old. He will be missed. You can also learn more about his career and read the many great tributes to him on our website. Visit ctvnews.ca. Time for our first check on weather. For more details, we go to CTV's Tony Rima. Tony?
Thanks for that, Ian. One thing about Lloyd Robertson, so humble. I had the opportunity to meet him about a half dozen times. A legend is gone, and we will miss him. All right, let's talk about our forecast radar. Your first weather brought to you by CAA. Get your membership by going to getcaa.ca. Pockets of activity across the broadcast region. Rain today, going to continue into tomorrow, and then we're starting to get some clearing, which is rather nice, but off and on showers for the most part. And then temperatures, well, they're going to spike a little bit and then come down. I'll have your full weather details a little later in our show. Ian, it's back over to you.
Thanks, Tony. Almost $6,000 of drugs have been taken off Elliot Lake streets following the arrest of a local man. That's according to the OPP, who say they arrested the individual after observing him on Brunswick Walk with drugs. While searching a home on Hart Road, police say they found more drugs, a digital scale, packaging materials, and 2 cell phones. Investigators seized cocaine, fentanyl, methamphetamine, and oxycodone. A 41-year-old is facing several charges. We're learning more about a crash Friday night that put a 4-year-old in hospital with serious injuries. According to the OPP, it happened near a remote campsite on Boatland Lake in LaSalle Township, east of Martin River. The child was airlifted to hospital after police say a pickup truck had just begun moving forward when it made contact with the child. The driver stayed at the scene, and a doctor who was in the area assisted until paramedics arrived. Police have ruled out drugs, alcohol, and criminal behavior. At this time, no charges have been laid. More than 100 new townhouses are a step closer to being built in North Bay's South End. CTV's Eric Tashner reports.
This is the site of a proposed townhouse development, Booth Road at Massey Drive, with 114 units potentially being built.
So we're glad to see smaller units coming forward, that they will be owned. There's pride of ownership, so that helps as well.
Speaking to a committee of council, Franz Kloibhofer, the project's lead planner, stresses it's not an affordable housing project.
This is a market rate housing development. It is a townhouse development. Some may argue that a townhouse development is maybe more affordable than some of these $500,000 and $600,000 homes.
The development would be led by a local company, Bay Builders, and would include 2-story and 1-story units to accommodate various needs and demographics.
Most of them are 2-bedroom. I believe there would be some 3-bedroom within this as well. It is very early in the process right now. But there is a mix of unit sizes throughout the particular development.
The plan includes stacked townhouses, but they're not described as apartment style.
It's very successful because it gets people trying to enter the housing market and people also trying to downsize.
The project still needs council support to approve the draft rezoning. Councillor Chris Main says it's about laying the foundation for the next council.
So it will be a multi-year project. Anyone in Northern Ontario would be glad to see a proposal like this coming forward. I think it's a good location. It's a good fit for the city.
And there are further steps in the process before shovels can get in the ground. including a traffic study and an environmental impact statement, with approval from both the North Bay Mattawa Conservation Authority and province's Ministry of Environment, Conservation and Parks. Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
Sudbury wants to find new ways to attract visitors, and it's hoping local entrepreneurs can help. CTV's Angela Gemmell has more.
Even on a rainy day, the city's most visited attraction is a busy place. Its ideas to draw in tourists like the Big Nickel, the city wants people to pitch.
Ideas that are selected, we will work with the applicant and bring them forward to the presentation that will be happening in early September.
The city of Greater Sudbury has put out a call for tourism-related ideas from business owners, entrepreneurs, or organizations. Fielding says it's a spin-off of the Tourism Development Fund. Selected ideas could see funding from $5,000 to $100,000, depending on the idea.
It's to increase hotel stays, increase the length of stay, and attract tourists that haven't been to Sudbury before.
Tourists like these brothers from Germany who are learning about the city from their local hosts. They admit to not knowing very much before their arrival yesterday.
It's a big mining city. That was pretty much the only thing we know about here.
Did you know about the Big Nickel?
No.
We went to the other science center and just looked around a little bit. And other than that, we drove around and saw the city.
Fielding says no idea is bad. There are always new trends in the tourism industry that could be added or provided for visitors to Sudbury.
Brand new experience, establishment, business, that you have a business plan that you've been looking for funding for, that we could support and kickstarting that experience for our tourists.
Concepts need to be submitted before August 14th. Then in early September, pitches will be made at the Wildly Unexpected Ideas event, a Dragon's Den type presentation in front of the Tourism Development Committee. Angela Gemmell, CTV News, Sudbury.
Time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5, Tony has our full weather forecast. For now, let's go to a live shot of Wawa. This shot coming courtesy of the municipality, and a big hello to our viewers up there. Most of us all know this iconic scene. That's the iconic goose. Weather looking pretty good for the moment. Nice day for flying at the airport and behind. Will it continue? Only Tony knows. We'll check in with him after the break. Stay with us. You're watching CTV Northern Ontario.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Welcome back, everyone. Now your main weather. Let's start with our forecast radar. Depending upon where you live, clouds and showers today, and that's going to be kind of the trend overnight. You could see some shower activity, especially in through North Bay along with Quebec, and as a result, we're going to get some clearing come Thursday, which isn't all that bad. And temperatures, well, here they are. This is where they currently sit. 24 degrees, by the way, should be 23, 24, depending upon where you live. And look at this, 23, 24, and even 25s on the board, which is kind of refreshing. Tomorrow we'll see a tick up in the temperature, and then it'll come down, but again, it's Northern Ontario, sun, cloud, and shower activity. Let's take a look at your 5-day weather forecast, starting with Sudbury Nickelbelt tomorrow. Beautiful sunshine, 26 degrees, carbon copy for Friday. Saturday, increasing cloud cover, showers, 26 degrees on Saturday. Sunday, we'll get a little bit of more sunshine, 23. Temperatures kind of drops a little bit. Monday, well, 30% chance of showers. Let's head on over to Sault Ste. Marie. Algoma, well, the Sioux's the place to be tomorrow, 28 degrees, beautiful sunshine. Friday, you'll see increased cloud cover, a greater chance of rain, and again, 30% on the board for Saturday. Sunday looks kind of soggy, but the temperature is spot on. Should be 23 as a daytime high this time of year for Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma. In through Timmins, Cochrane, Cap, well, you can't get any better than this over the next couple of days. Temperatures 27, 28. Then unsettled conditions for Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday. Temperature 23, should be 24 this time of year. For Temiskaming Shores, Kirkland Lake, clouds clearing tomorrow, 27, so above seasonal temperatures. Friday looks great. Saturday, a little unsettled, 40% chance of rain. Temperature drops, increased sunshine though on Sunday, and Monday, sun, cloud, and a chance of shower activity. And finally, folks, your 5-day weather forecast for North Bay. West Epicene tomorrow, sun, cloud, and a 30% chance of precipitation. It's going to be 25 degrees, and this time of year should be about 24 in through North Bay. Friday, well, much the same, a little warmer though. Saturday, Sunday, depending upon what you're doing, sun, cloud, and rain, and that's the trend also for Monday. Ian, it's back over to you.
Thanks, Tony. Plans to build a road for a new casino and hotel on the Kingsway will be presented to Sudbury's Planning Committee next week. It's part of a plan from Gateway Casinos to build on a part of the 173-acre Kingsway site formerly earmarked for the arena. Gateway had to bow out of the project in 2022 after being hit hard during the pandemic. The company would pay for the construction of the road, with the city reimbursing more than 96% of the cost of up to just over $3 million. Trout Creek Community Center appears to have been given another year. The municipality of Powassan has approved an engineer's occupancy plan, giving the arena the green light for the coming season. In a social media post, the community said the approval includes continued structural monitoring, maintenance of the existing bracing and snow management measures throughout the season.
It was a great announcement. We wanted to make this announcement because there was a lot of what we thought was misinformation in the community, where lots of people didn't think that the community center, the arena, was going to be open this year.
The arena has faced several structural evaluations due to its wooden support columns. An impressive sight in the skies over Elliot Lake yesterday. The city posting this video to its Facebook page, showing a Royal Canadian Air Force Hercules circling low for training exercises, including a successful parachute jump before touching down to refuel. Officials say the region's quiet airspace makes it an ideal hub for these repeated low-flying passes. Very cool. Coming up on CTV News at 5, Opera is looking at making a big return to Sault Ste. Marie. Plus, organizers are putting together a new comedy festival that is sure to tickle your funny bone. An influx of culture will soon be on display in Sault Ste. Marie. As CTV's Courtney Nordstrom tells us, a group of classically trained singers is looking to bring back opera to the city.
Elegant operatic voices will soon ring through the city built on steel. The recently created Great Lakes Artist Series is hosting 4 nights of opera and classical singing next week, something that hasn't been common in the Soo in decades.
We don't have opera in Sault Ste. Marie. Fully staged operas, you know, there have been recitals and concerts that have had arias in them, but not a fully staged opera.
Dallaire, along with Glass co-founder Madeline Hubbard, are both classically trained themselves. They have enlisted the talents of 11 trained singers for the show, the majority of whom are locals.
There's these incredible and incredibly trained singers that study here and then they go elsewhere to maybe do university or master's programs, etc. And then they don't necessarily have an opportunity to come back and sing classical music.
Final rehearsals are being undertaken this week.
I mean, she sleeps and all, but still she's afraid of darkness.
And though there are nerves, excitement is what's at the forefront for these performers.
I just think that it's very meaningful to our city, especially, you know, those Italian roots with this Italian aria evening. It's going to be a beautiful week of performances.
It's just, I think, a great opportunity for people to be exposed to a variety of arts. We have so much musical theater in this city, which is really great, but I think Opera 2 is yet another thing that people here can enjoy and learn more about.
The inaugural program is also being used to gauge the interest level for the art form in the city. The Glass co-founders say they are running a full-fledged opera next summer, and if the community turns out, they hope to make it an annual series. Corey Nordstrom, CTV News, Sault Ste. Marie.
A popular North Bay tourist spot is expanding its hours to accommodate even more visitors. The Dionne Quint Heritage Board has announced it's expanding its hours from Tuesday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in place of the original Friday-Saturday schedule. Admission is still free. It's also raising funds to bring in more student staff. The board chair tells CTV News there's something about the Quints and their story that still speaks to visitors.
We see a different, unique kind of visitors coming through. The Americans are still coming. And certainly, we're a unique destination. They're coming up to see a Quint's Museum that they've read all about, or their parents, or especially the mom, might have doll collections or things like that. So everybody has this kind of fascination with the past and their parents and all that.
The board will also be holding a fundraising dinner on Saturday, August 8th at the Davide Club. Tickets are $45 and all proceeds will support the museum and its heritage initiatives. The inaugural Yuck Yucks True North Comedy Festival is coming to Sudbury October 1st to the 3rd.
I said, "What are you crying for?" And this is when she got really smart. She went, "I can't believe you made me so angry I punched you in the face."
The festival will feature 15 comedians over 3 days, many of whom are rising comedians from Northern Ontario. However, major headliners like Martha Chavez, Sean Collins, and Derek Edwards will be closing out the nights in laughter.
I'm so happy with the lineup I have right now. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've always wanted to have a festival. So we're going to have 15 comics over the 4 days. I mean, the Northern Ontario Showcase Saturday afternoon, we're actually going to have a bunch of Northern Ontario comics, and they're going to compete for a $1,000 prize with the audience picking the winner. So that'll be cool.
Do you know what? The world is kind of crazy right now. So I just think, leave all that behind and come out and have a laugh, because I think we all need it, especially at this time. So yeah, support it. Support live comedy. It's the best way to see it.
Dan says they've already sold over 100 tickets so far, and he believes the festival will sell out. When we return, we'll take a look at your community close-up. You're watching First at 5.
A Sudbury area author has certainly been busy. She has been churning out novels for some time now. And this summer, she released a new book. Brianna North now joins us. So nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
So this is book number 6?
Yes.
And what is its title? And give us a brief outline of the plot.
Yeah, so it's called No Place Like Home. So it's a psychological thriller about a young couple who purchases their first house. And the house is a bank repo, and the previous owner who lost the house starts showing up at their house, begging them not to renovate, because she's saying that it's to keep the memories alive from when she lived there. So of course they think that's really strange and they just ignore it. But then she starts to show up every day, begging them, harassing them. And then they start to discover some pretty strange things inside the house that might hint that a crime occurred there. So they kind of have to figure out what went wrong there and how to get rid of her.
It sounds like a psychological thriller. You've written other books before. What's the process like? Does it get easier?
Yeah, I find the more books that I write, the easier it becomes for me. So at first I kind of had no idea what I was doing, and so I was just kind of running wild with all of my ideas. But now I like to keep a general outline, so I'll usually know the beginning and the end, but it's the middle that I kind of struggle with. So I'll usually try to plan a general outline, and whether or not I stick to that is kind of up to me as I go. Sometimes I'll get inspiration kind of as I go, and then I'll change direction, but usually the beginning and the middle, or the beginning and the end, stays the same.
You mentioned something that I'd like you to elaborate on. Inspiration. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Yeah, it kind of comes from anywhere and everywhere. Usually it'll be a topic that I've been interested in, and for this book specifically, it was actually a dream that I had at night. So I work for a real estate office full-time, and so I hear about houses all day long and some pretty crazy things with that. And just before my fiance and I started our own home shopping journey, I had this random dream that we bought a house it was a bank repo, and the previous owner started showing up begging us not to renovate. And so that's where the dream ended, but then I woke up thinking that would make a really good book. And so that's kind of where that one came from.
So how long does it take you to write a book?
So usually it's about a year to a year and a half, depending, because I work full time. This is just my evenings and weekends, and so just kind of wherever I can fit time in. It's usually about a year or so.
What do you hope readers come away with from your books?
I would say I just hope that they enjoy the process. It's kind of not meant to be taken super seriously. I just kind of hope that they have fun as they read it and maybe think twice about certain things.
Brianna, nice to see you again. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
That was Brianna North, and she was our guest. Just a reminder, you can see more of our authors and our Northern Book Club by going to our website, CTV News Northern Ontario.ca.
Time now for a look at our community close-up, and for that we begin out on Lake Superior. Sarah Henderson took a boat ride Monday morning out to Ile Parisien, or Parisian Island, and saw this rainbow in the mist. The island sits on Lake Superior west of Sault Ste. Marie between the U.S. and Canada, but it is on our side of the border. And these two beautiful passengers she's got, Cairo H8 and King H3, look how well behaved they are. Just incredible. Thanks for sharing, Sarah. Scott Hellman of Elliot Lake was out yesterday morning for a walk and got himself one beautiful bird's eye view at the Sheriff Creek Bird Sanctuary. A great blue heron there just for him to take in. That is the type of view that makes those hikes worthwhile. Thanks, Scott. Finally for us, Linda Rivet of Chapet Hughes. I drove through there just a couple of weeks ago. For those who don't know, it's just outside Kirkland Lake. Linda found these babies while mowing the lawn. Very, very cute, and a reminder to keep an eye out for our little bunny friends when mowing the lawn. Thanks, Linda. If you have any pictures, videos, or events you'd like us to showcase, you can email them to us at communitycloseup@bellmedia.ca. Finally tonight, Sudbury's Yes Theatre is extending its run after setting new records with its staging of the Tony Award-winning musical Come From Away.
Come From Away just hit over 10,000 tickets sold for its production. We've been running for 4 weeks. We're currently in our 5th week, and we're running until August 22nd. It's just been amazing. People love that show. It's running in theaters all across the country, but I'm very proud of the Sudbury production because it's a really unique and innovative staging, and I think a lot of folks are gonna really love it, and they have been.
The Canadian-produced play is based on the true story of the 7,000 passengers grounded in Gander, Newfoundland during the 9/11 attacks in New York. Yes Theatre mounted the show as a 2-week run and since extended the show twice. A beautiful story. I have yet to make it. It's going to be an incredible run. Make sure you check it if you have time. There's more news for the North coming up at 6. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.